Sweet. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 1 of season 2 of League Zero. Day 1 starts out with Novice. We got a pretty good match here. Geometric is going to be the red team and Rio Redemption the blue team. Starting out here on Lijiang Tower. Anything interesting you're looking for here, Z-Power?
One thing I'm looking for is to see how the novice division playstyle is going to be, because I know definitely last season there was room for higher star players, including platinum players, but this season it's only golds and below. So I'm just interested to see if the playstyle is really that different, because especially with these new metas, it's going to be very interesting to see how teamwork and how like what will dictate the winner of fights. Will it be mechanics or will it be team play?
Yeah, it looks like Rio Redemption has a similar lineup to what they had in the show match. I don't think I recognize Empty, but maybe I'm dumb. But it does look like Geometric is coming out with a Pharah here with a Mercy. There you go.
Yep.
Looks like Rio Redemption is tasking to the left side, choosing to go into the little room there. Geometric looks like they're going to meet them. D.Va caught out a bit. Does not look... She somehow does survive. Nice little anti coming in from Geometric. Pin trades back and forth. Microwave getting a nice little 2K from the backline, giving his team the man advantage for this fight here. Microwave gets a 3K, popping off in the backline. They're not choosing to dedicate any resources towards him, and he's going to get another one. Possibility for an ace.
Microwave just starting off this league with a strong 4K.
Love to see it.
In order to secure his team the win. I mean, I think what Rio did wrong there was they went the right side. Like they saw that Geometric was running the Pharah, and they decided to play right into her strengths, which is a lot better.
Look at that ult charge
already. Everyone's getting sniped out, but
almost at 90% ult charge from the Pharah there. Looks like they're opting to go with the same direction here. I think this is an okay way to go. Slowly pushing the lane here, group up. Just go out. Pineapple getting huge pick on the McCree before the fight even starts. Easily tilting the fight there. That's a lot of damage gone for Geometric already. See if they choose to invest anything else to try to turn this around, as they are down 2. They do get the res. Nano Barrage coming out, but D.Va Defense Matrix renders that completely useless. As now it looks like Rio is turning this fight around. Looks like they just have to get push in a little bit, get these stagger kills as they do demech the D.Va. As that was a nice little regroup there from Rio. They're slowly capping point here. 2 early picks before pretty much the fight even started. Pretty much led to them winning that one right there.
Yep, Geometric they tried stalling, but it was futile in the end. I mean, like, one big thing that Geometric was electing to do was to use their ultimates. Like, they had the far barrage, but they waited way too long in order to...
They waited too long, and they barraged right in front of the D.Va. It's like, okay, I'll just right-click that. Thank you very much.
It's understandable as a far player. Oh, but it looks like the dive starts, and that was actually a really good dive on the Chief.
Chef is taken on early by Corbs. D-Mech gone, too. It looks like Geometric is choosing to push in here, and it's back and forth again. Right as someone caps the point, they lose it right after Geometric finally regains point control here. Only giving up about 35-36% ult charge. Didn't really look like they needed any ults. They used the Valk, but it looks like it's a lot of just neutral fight wins from both these teams. Looks like there hasn't really been like a hard engage ever since the first fight. It looks like just one team has been getting picks, and then the other they're just able to push in off those picks. So,
well, I mean, I would say that Rio Redemption actually had a pretty decent dive onto the McCree.
Nice shot from HTZ. Are they choosing to res this? It does look like they're going to get res. Big shatter. It looks like they have the bomb to go up with the 2. Double kill from Dorlek. Equaling the fight here. Gets another one. The tank line is popping off for Rio Redemption here as they're slowly flocking to point, trying to get the Monkey and the D.Va. Looks like they choose to invest the D.Va on the side of Geometric. Not finding anything, but Pineapple is forced to use his shield, which the Pharah is able to kill him while he's doing that. Looks like Rio Redemption has pretty much full control of this point here, as again, they just flip the point. It's just back and forth right now.
Yep. And I mean, looking at Geometric's ultra. Oh, what a big pick onto AT.
These snipers are going back and forth. I'm loving it.
Alanos. Alanos?
I
think it's Alanos.
Let's call him Ali.
Ali? Alright.
They are not pushing it, even though they do have the man advantage. Chef is electing use high noon. Trying to ward off the enemies right now. Not finding anything though, but he does kill the Pharah, which is another early pick here. As it's a bunch of neutral kills. as it looks like the Widow is going to be able to get back here. It's an even 66 fight for pretty much the last fight.
You're actually getting a big anti-nade on.
Nice anti. Ryan down immediately. Nano Barrage coming in, and looks like they are able to turn this Geometric at the darkest hours. They're finally able to turn this fight here. And again, we'll see if it's back and forth again. Not really too many ults, just the beat, which can be huge from Blitzstreak if he uses it wisely to try to just propel his team to victory. I'd say Rio probably has the better chance of winning this fight here, unless Corb's is able to get a nice shatter, build it quick, and get a nice shatter off.
With the big sleep onto, oh no, that would have been so great.
See, it's a really good position if you're Geometric. You have him right with the one they have to push right across here. Beat used early to keep his Ryan alive. Really nice beat. Ryan taking on early. Corpse is taking on before the fight even really starts again. I mean, it was a little bit of an engager. Microwave equals it. Both Reinhardts are down from both sides here. And Ali gets another pick onto Chef and onto the Moira. Popping off is this DPSs of Geometric. It looks like they are going to be able to take .1 of Lijiang Tower. Really close. That was a nice close first round there.
That was a close round. I do think the big mistake that Rio Redemption made was just they did not know how to position their tanks. It felt like that the diva on the side of Rio Redemption was just losing her max so early on in the fight that it rendered the rest of the team like sitting ducks, because you need your diva to be alive. She provides such an extra layer of protection. If you know what I mean.
Yes. It looks like they're opting to put Microwave onto the Mei here instead of the Pharah. Mei's super strong, so can't hate it. Both teams are running a Widowmaker. Never mind. Ali switches over to the Reaper and back to the Hanzo. We'll see what happens here.
This composition choice from the this composition choice from the side of Geometric does look really interesting. They want to play close quarter as well. On the side of Rio Redemption, they want to rely more on their mechanics and play a medium.
Looks like Geometric is the first team to get the point. Uses the Mei wall a little early, but never really hurts. Wraith from use early. Looks like Rio's trying to get a little aggro here onto the point. Unable to, with the Reaper and the Mei just harassing the tank line there. So getting a pick onto the Diva mech and onto the McCree, and just like that, that's an easy fight win just with the Reaper. Getting those two early picks, they weren't able to find anything for him.
Yep. And I mean, I do think I think the swap to Mei here is extremely vital, especially to counter the enemy Mei and potentially the Reaper.
Redemption's trying to push in. The only thing they're really close to having is Coalescence, as they do have the Shatter. Corb's already at that Shatter. While his counterpart, Pineapple, as I say, that gets a huge, nice Shatter, and kind of gets two, but they're in the back line. Does get a huge pin. Another 2 picks on the side of Geometric, as it's going to be another fight win here. Let's see if they can push and maybe get any staggers. Get those easy alt charge there. But you got to be careful that you don't get picked in the meantime.
Yeah, it looks like Redemption just needs to back off here. They need to regroup. Actually, they did force out the Moira ultimate from the side of Geometric. I think that's pretty. You need to use your ult there if you are. Wow.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
that's a 4K.
Yeah, you love it. You love it. You love it. You love it.
I mean, I do think that was a really big Moira ult from the side of Geometric, because that Moira ult completely depleted the resources of Rio Redemption. What can Rio Redemption do?
And they still have the Moira or the Mail here. Big Shatter gets 3 from Pineapple. Looks like he's going to be able to turn this immediately. As Geometric looked like they got a little lost there. They kind of split up. The Rhine went to the right. The rest of the team was kind of abandoned to the left side. And they just got shattered. And then Corbs had his Shatter frozen. So just good pathing, I guess, from the side of Rio. Just pretty much winning that fight just solely off of the Shatter there, which is huge. Because look at the ults they have coming up. They can hold this for as long as they want to if they have proper ult rotation. Looks like they're choosing to go with the Coalescence a little early. Forces out the Mei ults. Kills are going pretty much all Rio Redemption side here as they're just pushing in here, kind of reversing the roles of what Geometric did to them a little bit earlier this map.
Yeah, and that was actually really good ultimate usage. Like the side of Rio Redemption did have to use 3 ultimates, but I think that in order to win that fight, especially after Geometric's usage of beat, they had to invest that 3rd ultimate. I think that was actually a smart move.
Yeah, and look, they still have both their momentum. Pineapple is able to get it back up to another Shatter. Blitz has a beat. This should be another fight win here, unless something crazy happens. Just looks like they're choosing a little aggro here. Forces out the Coalescence. Bongo to try to counteract that big bomb from Churd though. I think it Corpse just, or not Corpse, Pineapple Shit might have died right as that went off. That was really well executed from the side of Geometric there.
Yep.
Deciding to finally push in once they got the Rhine shit a little low, they could push in with the bomb and just out ult them. Yeah, really good play there from Geometric. It looks like they're gonna have the Shatter in the mail here coming up to try to hold this point.
Oh wow, looks like Corpse is looking for the flank shatter. If this can work, he might just single-handedly end the game, end the map right here. Oh, he's going for the long flank. He sees it.
His team does get shattered, but he gets a nice reverse shatter. It looks like the quick run to the side of Geometric, though, as the gutsy play from Corbs does pay off, luckily. That could have been a disaster, but it does work out for them. It doesn't look like... Oh, it looks like ATZ is able to touch the point, but dies immediately. Looks like we do have map 1 going to Geometric.
Wow.
Also, Nox, see if you can either decrease the quality down to 720 or up the bitrate. Because apparently the stream is super pixelated.
Yeah, so I mean that was just
This was the first Reddit. Oh, it was at the end. Never mind. I don't know, I'm liking Microwave. Microwave showed very good plays on the fire and on the May, but so far popping off.
Yeah, I mean like it's clear to see that like that Geometric has some very good DPS players, Microwave and Ali both popping off. And I mean, I do think that ATZ and Chef have had their moments. I think they were not given a lot of space and they just were capped at a specific point. It was also very apparent that Rio was trying to play their own game when they should have been looking to counter the DPS from Geometric, but obviously it's way more easier said than done, especially in this situation.
I thought you were the one. No?
Yeah.
Lucid Dreams? You're not feeling it?
I'm not feeling it.
So it looks like we have... Well, what's the map type? I think it's probably hybrid? Or escort? Not really sure. Probably should have done my research, but... I don't know. I doubt any team has a specific plan for a specific map. I'm assuming it's just whatever map they've been doing good in scrims or...
Make it 4,000. 4,000's like... 4,
what were you at? Oh, yikes. That's fine. That's no big deal.
You know, one thing I noticed, especially in that second map, the side of Geometric wanting and relying on the close quarter encounters, and them playing just very aggressive. I think that could be a characteristic of Geometric, which is showing to be superior than Rio's more passive playstyle.
Well, yeah, especially since pretty much this comp is just GOATS 2.0. The more aggressive team will just win 90% of the time. So it keeps working for them. The only time they really lost is when they got a little over happy and then they just pushed into their spawn and died and then kind of
a good shatter on the side of Pineapple.
Yeah. So they're doing good. They understand the fundamentals at least of how this comp works, and they're playing pretty well so far. And they've also shown flexibility because they ran the Fara too on the first part of the map. So I'm excited to see what else they're going to pull out. If anything, at the same time, if you're Redemption, both those maps were pretty close. So not really too much to be upset about. This is definitely still easily winnable. It's not like you got rolled. There's definitely some flashes from both sides.
Yep.
Anubis, maybe. It looks like it's going to be 2 CP. I'm pretty sure that's Anubis or... I don't know what the other one is. Is it Hanamura, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's Anubis and Hanamura.
I don't think. Looks like we're going with Temple of Anubis. Do you have to restart the stream if we're if you change the bitrate? Okay. It's up to you.
Restart the stream.
We could see if it works. Because if we restart, then it's just going to be 2 minutes of dead time. Why are you not using Streamlabs? I'm doing yellow pendy. Streamlabs is so good. I love Streamlabs.
Yep. Zion, though, oh my god.
We can give it a second as we watch the stream and see if it becomes better in the lobby or not. Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I told you pretty early. I think the waiting lobby. Actually, no. Yeah, we won't. I mean, we could just hope.
Can't know what side attacking is?
Red.
Is it the red side? Is it red?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Thank you. I just didn't know I had a brain fire. Yikes.
All good, homie. It looks like we're coming in on Temple of Anubis, especially this map. You know? Could be different comps. Maybe see a dive on attack. That's pretty much the only thing. Defense is probably going to be similar.
Yeah, and I mean, especially Microwave on that far. Like, we saw last map how dominant he could be, especially against Real Redemption. I think what Geometric is thinking right now is like, hey, like, this far worked for us really well last map. Maybe we should just give it another go.
I agree with that, but it seemed like ATZ was showing pretty good competency shooting it. Especially on Anubis, there's not really that many opportunities to find an off angle. I don't think Fire is the best play. It looks like they agree. Oh, they are on attack. Oh, they are going for it. Okay. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, and especially in the Novice division, the most interesting part about this division in general is that we are going to see a lot of unconventional compositions and unconventional strategies, which, I mean, will sometimes work due to the nature of...
And that's what makes Novice more fun than, like, you know, stupid Advanced, where it's like, oh, let's just play meta, Z, you know? You see something interesting here, like a Junkrat. And a Pharmacy with a Tracer. Looks like they're going their own style of dive here. See if it is able to work. Corpse is scouting the backline. Looks like he's zooming around back there. Probably setting up for a nice little boop off the high ground if he's able to do that. Looks like Ali is in the backline getting some all charge, getting some damage onto the enemy team, forcing out some resources as Geometric is setting up for a dive here. Looks like the ball is on to the team. Blitz gets a kill onto the Tracer of all people.
Blitz playing very aggressive. Or, I mean, Alion's trying to play very aggressive, but not finding the value there.
The Tracer gets picked before even the fight even starts, but they're still out here living. Force out the immortality a little bit early. It's a still winnable fight for Geometric. As they get to pick on the Baptiste, the tides are turning for Geometric. Maybe kills going back and forth. But Zafara is just raining down onto Rio Redemption here. It looks like the Zafara and the Widow.
Yeah, and it looks like Microwave is just gonna go straight in and trust his mechanics in that situation.
Push his team on his back again for the second opening fight. Really good play there. It looks like Rio had the pick on the Tracer, but they didn't know what to do with it. They just got complacent, and then it looked like the Geometric was just able to override them. with their tank pressure and damage. Not all hope is lost though. Rio is coming up on both their support ults here. Geometric is pretty much only has that far out as they chose to change cops up a bit here for the second point here. Not really sure where they're going here. Early pick on to the Reaper. It's going to be very hard for them to push. Looks like they have recognized this, although Microwave does get 2 picks. Make that 3 for the side of Geometric. This is like the second time in a row they get picked early, but still end up winning the fight. You hate to see it if you're side of Rio. I'm not sure if it's they get a pick and they just kind of assume they win, so they start, playing a little bit more relaxed, and then the tides just turn. That is not what you want to see if you're Rio.
You can easily see, especially from the fact that the Pharah on the side of Geometric is getting so much value in this entire situation because of how poorly Rio Redemption is playing right now. Like, they are just allowing this space to be created.
It is a nice stagger fight, but
big 2 picks coming from
a stagger fight it is, and that is defensive side favored. But I mean, if you're Geo, you pretty much got 2 ticks in a fight you shouldn't have even have won. So you're pretty happy for Geometric here. Oh, Diva's not able to get out though, so that's a little unlucky. And you forced out ults from the side of Rio Redemption, so I mean, you're pretty happy for Geo. Of course, you want to win the point, but you can't really be too upset there, as pretty much they only have they don't have anything right now. Diva Bomb and Meteor Strike, the only thing coming up here for Rio.
Oh,
is in the back line, unable to get out, overextended a bit here. Which they are choosing to push in here. Nice little block shot from Pineapple will fall shortly after. Corb's getting a nice little 2K at the beginning of the fight, and kills are going for Geometric once again. They just had a nice little regroup here, and they're able just to bulldoze their way onto point.
How did that shatter go off?
I
didn't
really quite see it.
During mid animation, it broke. Like, I feel like it slammed, and he blocked the initial slam, but then the second after, he just put it down, or it broke or something, and his team behind him got shattered, but not him. I felt like. Well, I don't know if he did.
I think McCrew's the only one shattered, but very dominating attack for Geometric there. Initiating match. Oh, it looks good, Knock. I love it. I don't know, if the rest of the series goes like that map, then Rio is looking like they have the work cut out for them. They just kind of got, I don't know, they just got bulldozed over. Like they had no answer for anything Geo was doing. Even though they had the good engages, they got a pick, but then they ended up losing the fight. So hopefully they can work on this. And I mean, 335 is a lot, but you could have capped 2 with nice little 3 minutes remaining. Who knows what can happen?
Yep.
Ready for battle.
What do you think needs to happen here for Rio Redemption to turn this one around, Z-Power?
I think Rio Redemption needs to find a way to just, because I feel like the main thing that's propelling Geometric into the winning position right now is the fact that they have stronger mechanical players. Like, I think it's apparent. We can see that Microwave and Ali are both playing really, really well right now. And as well as the supports from Geometric, the Mercy is actually not dying as much as we can clearly see, and so is Storm. Storm is actually playing pretty far back, which is unconventional, especially from what you expect in this division. So I think what Rio Redemption needs to do is to find a way to counter these DPS. I think there's a strong responsibility on the side of the tanks, but there's also a responsibility on the side of the DPS. But we'll see.
They're coming with the May. They have a Ryan Orisa here. A little bit of a throwback comp, but let's see if it's going to be able to do anything for them. Counter charge going out, leaving Corbs a little bit vulnerable there. Blitz 3K gets taken out by the Fire, gets a 3K in the open fight once again, make it a 4K for Microwave.
And obviously Microwave is just able to position himself so clearly, I don't want to say obvious, but it's so like easy to see. It's kind of easy to read, especially.
They just have to scout a little bit better from Rio. They're just kind of running at their team.
Yeah, and look at this now. Rio is deciding to swap to 2 hit scan, which I mean will give a better chance. But
yeah, but already if you as a Far are making the enemy team switch to 2 hit scans, you're already winning, just for the pure fact that they don't have a lot of shield pressure now. Nice little anti coming in before the fight even starts.
Oh my, that was a really great anti-nade from the set. Oh, but ATZ gets a really nice shot. ATZ actually was really smart. He waited at the initial
He's
choke.
forcing out the res on the Mercy. Mercy's unable to help their team. Currently looks like they are good to stay alive. Another big anti coming out onto Pineapple. Storm is just sitting back there uncontested, just tossing in these anti-nades. Just winning fight after fight because of it. Really good play there from Storm.
And I mean, a big problem, especially after watching Microwave play, is that you can see he's not getting pressured. I feel like that's responsibility of, honestly, I'm looking at this comp, like, Microwave is not playing in the main choke, so, like, ATZ is doing his job by not allowing him to play in that choke. But it's also the job of Door, like the diva on the side of Redemption, to pressure Microwave.
From the little show match that Rio and Pledge had, ATZ was definitely a strong point of Rio. Kind of hard carrying up points, but it looks like he's not doing enough as the Ryan falling a little early. Once again, ATZ getting an opening pick. There's not much more he can do for his team here. It looks like the Mercy does not have the res available. Might just get it in time. There you go. Huge shatter from Corbs and a nice anti following up, and just like that, the fight is over.
Yeah, and
really
I mean,
good play once again from Geometric.
Storm just finding these opportunities to completely just negate what Rio Redemption is trying to do. Rio Redemption is trying to push in. He presses E, and they can't push in.
Also, like, really good support play. Like, Hanzo has gotten a res on both the Far dying, not the Far, the Widow dying each time. Able to get the res without dying. Storm's able to keep his team alive. Another big anti coming from Storm. I feel like a broken record at this point. Corbs does fall though. Redemption is able to work their way onto point, but I don't think they're going to be able to stabilize here with just a Lucio on there. The kill is nice little sleep from Storm onto Blitz. Honestly, it might be because I'm an Ana player, but Storm is really impressing me on this defense so far. He's making really good plays right now. Yep. Along with, of course, Microwave, but just everybody's playing super well right now.
And I mean, like, another big aspect of how Geometric is playing right now is they're actually playing pretty split, which you feel on paper would not make sense for this composition, but actually is proving to be very
once
good
again,
for the defense.
ATZ getting a pick onto Ali. Are they able to do anything this time though? Rez is coming out.
Big play by Storm. He's baiting him, baiting Rio Redemption on purpose in order.
Pineapple is taken down. That might be all you need, as there's a high noon coming out, getting a huge 2K. Diva Bomb getting the extra 3. Looks like Rio Redemption picked a good time to finally pick it up here, as they do have to use 2 ults to get point unless Storm can clutch this 1v2. No, looks like the Widow's going to be back. Oh, unlucky. Redemption finally breaking through point, but it did take him a lot of time and a lot of ults. But, you know, you're so happy you get this point here. Maybe you can get a nice little snowball on the second point. See if you can double cap here. That's what you're looking for. As Corbs. Oh, I'm excited. You'll nice little first person on Corbs, see if he's able to get this flank shatter.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they're going to go through main, though. That's a little unlucky. They are choosing to go to the other side. You hate to see that if you're Corbs. You're ready for it. Microwave pushing up a bit, using as well a little bit earlier than you'd like to see. Shatter not finding anything. Forcing out Lamp. Nice counter Shatter from Pineapple as they have a chance to snowball here. If they're able to pick up these kills. 3 kills immediately going forward. The side of Rio Redemption make it 4 as it's just a Diva and a Mei. See how long they can stall off for. It looks like they're doing a decent job of stalling here as the Mei's going to slowly work her way back up to point. And they do lose their their Moira. That's not a good thing to lose. The Mercy does have her ultimate. They have to deny this res if they want a chance at double capping here. Chef does fall to the Roadhog, and it looks like the kills are going for Geometric mainly right here.
Is this a Roadhog Diva comp?
They're getting all the kills. Stagger the Diva. Oh. I mean, you got a tick for it though, but you would have liked to double cap there because it didn't really look like Geometric used anything besides the Mercy ult. But yeah, Rio kind of needed to win that right there because they have the bomb to push in here with, which usually doesn't find anything unless you make a really good play on the Reinhardt. Especially in this comp, if you play it correctly. On the Novice, it's like impossible to get killed by a bomb.
Yeah, and especially what Dorlick needs to be thinking right now is that, hey, Microwave has his Mei ultimate. I can't initiate with bomb. If I initiate with bomb, then he's costing his team the fight.
Yeah, and if Geometric plays this, they can stall long enough and then use the Mei ult just to end it there. As I say that, ATZ once again getting a nice early pick. Oh, this could be big. That's going to be a big bomb. 2K. Chooses to use the bomb. Not gonna find anything if you're doing that's pretty much your win condition. They're gone. If you're Rio Redemption, they needed to recognize that the second they threw in that Mei ult and they were going to get frozen, that's a fight lost. So using the ults just die. It's a GG, go next. You're probably not going to win that fight, but by using that D.Va ult too, they just kind of hurt themselves even more as they have to rely on their Pineapple getting a huge shatter, which he has proven that he can do, but that's pretty much their only win condition right now is that shatter. And they do have the Moira out there, even if it does hit, it's very unlikely that Rio is able to push here, but maybe they can. Shatter hitting three before the fight even starts. Reed does use his shatter though, but I'm not sure if that's going to find anything. It's just the ult usage right now for Rio Redemption. I see why you think you need to use it there, but it's never going to find anything as they're already staggering with 17 seconds left. They might not even be able to touch point. Pineapple choosing to switch to the Monkey over the Wrecking Ball. Maybe if looks like they might have a Doomfist. He is going to be able to touch, but it's just staggers. There's very unlikely that they win this. Forcing out beat early, keeping his team strong and alive. Nothing bad about that. And it looks like Geometric is going to take a 2-0 lead on the series in just a few seconds here. Very, very dominant victory. Rio Redemption's definitely got to work on something if they want to reverse sweep this game here.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if it's a problem of shot calling, a problem with the creating space on the side of the tanks, because I feel like ATZ was doing everything he could. He was getting the picks he needed. He was outplaying Ali in this map. But look at this right here. There is not a single player looking up. It's obviously the composition is not catered for that, but you have to do something.
Mate right in the face.
Especially as an off-tank player, you need to do something.
Yeah, a little lucky there from Rio. It just looks like their awareness is getting to them. Like they're not aware of the fire. They're not aware of when a fight is losable or winnable, and they just need to get it together. I feel like this is it's always winnable, but I believe that they can turn this around. Always believe. ATZ's. I mean, if they have any coaches on Rio that's listening to this, you just gotta enable ATZ because he's trying to hard carry this team, but there's only so much that he can do. Because he got like 2 opening picks on Anubis, like maybe 3 actually, but his team was unable to push.
Reminds me of young Z Power.
Not sure about that.
No, okay. But seriously though, I do think that Real Redemption, like there are a lot of things that the essential problem with ATZ here is that, not with ATZ, but the problem with this comp is that ATZ is doing all this without having any space. It seems that the only reason he's getting these picks is because Geometric is able to play overconfidently, because they're able to feel that overconfidence. ATZ is able to abuse that fact.
Also, knock, make the score 2-0. I saw an overlay. It's just so 0-0 on Anubis. Oh, King's Row, love it. Love the King's Row pick. This is it. I'm assuming both teams are gonna run that Ryan D.Va, Moira Lucio, May Reaper of sorts. DPSs are TBD, but if it's just what is it, meta versus meta, I think Geo is just gonna win. Like, I'm getting flashbacks of the early Pepega, where if you tried to goats them at the beginning of the season, you would just lose. So then teams started to try to do different comps against them, and that might be the Geo right now. So they look super strong on this meta here. So I don't know if Rio's going to try to out-meta them, or they're going to try to pull something wonky out. Who knows? Ishan.
Yep.
You want to make a TikTok?
Not right now, but maybe later.
Yeah, I want to make a TikTok with Z-Power. He's TikTok famous.
Yeah, one of my TikToks got like 2,900 views. Not gonna lie.
What you doing it? Are you like what kind of TikToks do you make?
I only make funny and ironic ones.
Gotcha. Whatever you say. Man.
Imagine thinking you're funny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, like comment, like quote unquote, like funny.
I don't think I've ever laughed at a TikTok in my life.
You haven't seen the right ones, then.
That might be because I'm a boomer, but I don't know.
I'll send you a couple. I've lived one saved and it says it's really good.
Oh fuck. Oh. Career years. Geometric. So, I don't know. It looks like we might get the first sweep here. A little excited that we don't
First sweep or first reverse sweep. There's that.
Awesome.
That's the beauty of this map type. Of this.
Is this
what's called
DC?
it?
Is this DC or TW?
Oh,
No.
doesn't look like it's CCOTW, but
Okay.
it's still winnable. I'm excited that if this map is a roll, we don't have to sit through the last map just for sakes of the sakes. Let's see if we can turn this around, make this a game.
So what we need to see from the side of Redemption is that space is being created, because right now, Chef, I don't know why I said Chef
Okay, man.
and ATZ have no space to pop off, as do Al. Oh, looks like
Oh, they took out a watermelon microwave.
Microwave. Watermelon. They took a watermelon.
No.
Water.
Looks like, dude. Sadasm. Why do you pronounce that?
SDA.
Satazome?
Sadazome.
Looks like Zolm is gonna be on that Pharah. Looks like Churd's gonna be playing the Zara. I love that hero, by the way.
I'm just gonna call him Zome. I
Zolm.
hate when people put SD, Sadazum, Sadum. I'm illiterate. Oh my god, we got League Zero Overwatch 2 in our chat. We should be blessed. Oh my! The Bastion? And he's... What? Oh my, wait.
Oh my god.
Are they gonna do Apache?
Sorry, that's.
It looks like what's this comp called? Like the Apache helicopter?
Looks like they are going to be teleporting the Bastion straight up onto the Zenyatta statue. He's gonna be perched up there, and wow, looks like
Reinhardt does fall.
Oh, he does find the pick on ATZ.
Shortly falls after though, does get rezzed as they're looking to push in here with the pure Bastion. It looks like this comp actually was able to get the first pick. It's one of those comps that you can use once, like, and it's good whenever it surprises. But if they're expecting it, you're gonna lose. But wow, that's a way to come out on map 3 when you're trying to ice this. You're trying to ice this game out, trying to get your team to win.
Yep. They looks like Geometric is just trying to mentally boom Redemption right now, which I mean, understandably so. Like, I don't even necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think that's what you should do in the situation.
Corbs is getting a little aggro here. Really good TV there from Ali. Unable to take it themselves though. It looks like Zome is staying on the Bastion here. Interesting enough, just because he set himself up in the cart as his team pushes up and tries to take some space here. Corbs is just pretty much just solo taking this. He's just up here. And they're not able to do anything.
That's actually really well placed.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is actually unbelievable. Yeah, because this actually creates so much space, and that is a big shatter.
And another team fight win. Oh my god, yes, Nano Mercy.
The Nano Mercy.
Ponzo is in the back line with the Mercy getting a 2K. Almost a 3K gets taken.
He gets
3K.
He gets 3 on the rest. That's fine.
Only if Chur didn't take his 1 kill, he would have gotten an easy 4K there. See, this is when you know this is just over for Rio. You just got Nano Valkyrie'd on. That's how you know Geo's having fun with this. They know that they're in control. They can do whatever they want. That's when the team's at the most dangerous. It's when they have nothing to fear because they know that they're just better than you. They're gonna have a smooth cap, untouched cart, going to point 3.
With 5 minutes and 50 seconds to cap this third stretch. And Churd's not even looking at the Ana to his right. He just wants to get ult charge. And I understand that. As a Zarya player, I completely understand that. Like, why go for
Port's pushing in here, almost at another shatter again. He was able to use it. Does get a pick on to Storm with those dragons as they're slowly pushing forward here. Again, the cart has been untouched this entire time. Oh my god, they're grabbing. They're just BMing at this point, but this might set a record for the fastest King's Row attack time ever. like out of all the seasons, if they're able to full cap this, which it looks like they might be able to. Is Bastion's just kind of sitting there. Pineapple taken out too.
Corbs is just looking for the Flame Shatter. It's just Chef. Oh, Chef actually is gonna be able to end this with a big kill onto.
Yep. It looks like they are not going to be able to cap this with like 5 minutes left, as I kind of got a little bit too excited there at the end. Now this is where Rio is like, all right, boys, let's hunker down right now. Pineapple's afraid of a C9, which I get, but you should know that everybody on Geo died, so there's really no worries. This is it. This is like, you don't see pro teams do this because look how much space they're giving up because they're afraid of a C9. That's not going to happen. Like they need to be up at this corner here, because look, Geo can just flaunt as far as they want to now, and they just give up so much space, and they're going to be right on top of him before the fight even starts. As he gets a nice TP into a shatter, love to see it. Gets a pick immediately. Zone falls off the map. Not really sure what's going on there.
Oh, big mortality field.
High Noon does pick up the Ana. As I say that, the big plays coming, but ATZ is trying his hardest to solo carry. Rio Redemption. It looks like there are
80 finds the third.
We're getting a 3K from ATZ.
ATZ he actually just put his team on his back. That was a really well placed immortality field by Empty, and that was horrible target focus on the side of Geometric. They thought they won the fight and just like
Yeah, they had an immortality field. Flashy TP shatter, but then Zone went off the map. They let the Kree just stand there High Noon, kill their Ana, get another 2 picks after that. It's just a little bit sloppy play coming up from Geometric. Hopefully they can focus back up here. Corbs is going in with the ball here. Immortality and Lamp use. Chef getting a pick onto Ali. Yeah, trades back and forth. The Zone does get the pick onto the Baby Diva, who does get
he's gonna call in the blade.
Nice. My god, it's a big blade. Big anti once again.
That would have actually been a 5K on the Genji side, but Corbs actually decided to plop in and take 2 of those kills.
So they are able to push in here. Mercy's going to be able to touch the cart. See if they're able to turn anything here. Storm getting a pick onto the Mercy. Very impressive that the Ana's able to kill Valkyrie and Mercy.
And ATZ, he's almost got another High Noon. He might be able to He might be able to hold this off.
It looks like they're
and he needs to call it. Oh no, he wasn't able to call it.
Geo is gonna get out the point. Really, that had the last fight kind of was speechless. I wasn't really sure what was going on there, but the fact that Geometric got like stalled out for like 2 minutes and still capped with 240, it just shows how impressive their beginning of their map was. So a little bit of a hard task in front of you for Rio, but one step at a time. See if they're able to make anything happen here, as you don't want to fall 0-1 and 0-3 in the map -3 in the map differential after week 1. Burgers. Let's see what can happen.
I mean, listen, like you could. I don't know how Novice Division works, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be every team makes playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So there's honestly.
No. Oh no.
Ooh, I like that.
Top 4.
Top 4. I actually really like that. I think that actually gives incentives to Rio Redemption. I mean, listen, being the Bop Burgers of season 1, like the Bop Burgers season 1, being that in season 2 is not necessarily a bad thing. Bop Burgers in season 1 ended with the 2nd highest record in the Novice Division, regardless of their starting.
Yeah, it's not how you start, it's how you end, except if you start really poorly. Because it doesn't matter. It didn't matter then, but the records are definitely going to matter a lot more since not everybody makes the playoffs. So,
and I do think with the Novice Division, it's going to be way more inconsistent to see. And I feel like the playoff standing is going to be really close because of how inconsistent these players are. I feel like we've seen Ali pop off in the first couple maps, so now he's just he played really well, but. You know, like I feel like especially in
Rio is coming out, trades coming on both sides. It looks like Rio's gonna get the res also on this side of Geometric. Res is coming out as hooks right into the immortality. Pretty well placed there. I'm not sure if you knew that was gonna happen. Big anti from Stormo getting 3. Both the tanks and the Baptiste will fall. Looks like the tanks will barely stay alive. Yeah, it's just again.
Storm has been playing out of his mind this game.
Yeah,
this entire match.
if Microwaves wasn't super popping off on the first two maps, I don't know. I feel like Storm. I don't know. Storm might be MVP. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll see though. I mean, as they're still pushing through, it just looks like Geo just knows what they're doing. Like, it doesn't look like they're doing anything special. It's just Rio. Just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like they just seem lost at what they're trying to do each fight here. So they get picked up early once again.
and nanoing the Mercy.
Nano Valkyrie once again looking like they're looking for some kills here. Going for the
ATT about to get
Widowmaker.
embarrassed. ATT has been embarrassed. Unlucky, man.
I wouldn't consider that being embarrassed. You have a Nano Valkyrie.
Well, I mean, as a Widowmaker, when you see a Mercy pistoling you, you feel embarrassed. You know, like it's natural. Which is okay. It's actually really good to be embarrassed in this game because if you're embarrassed once, then you grind to get better, so you never get embarrassed again. And it looks like the ultimate advantage will be coming onto the side of Rio Redemption. Hopefully they will be able to make something out of this. And they need to do it quick because...
Once again, another good nano come from Storm. Forcing out the Immortality field before the fight even starts. It's just so valuable if you can just force out that Immortality any way you can. That time his mate was eaten by the Diva.
ATZ is actually finding himself... trying his
Lord straight hook coming there as Ali gets a pick onto the BAP and to the Bongo. Pretty much two people there as he finishes out the
Blitz is able to get a resurrection right in front of him.
The kills are turning as the DPS from Rio finally decide to step it up a little bit here. Chef finally getting some picks, pulling his own weight. There's a nice little anti coming out. Don't really know what that's supposed to do. Just trying to stall point, I'm guessing. Looks like they're just kind of staggering themselves here. The Mercy is last on the point as Rio is able to really good stall there from Mercy. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good play there from just from a Novice. But with all that stalling, they're gonna be down their Mercy and their Honor. They have no support here. They cannot fight this. They can't risk getting hard staggered like what happened to Rio on their first attack, where they just kind of got bulldozed over. Like the second point is so easy to snowball on, but Ali is able to get a pick onto the Widow. He's in the backline, pulling off so much pressure from his team, able to group up as their supports are almost back. And looks like they're going to be able to hold this first corner, which is huge if they are able to. Looks like they are. That's really good. They didn't have to fall back to that second corner there. Nice pull hook there. Pineapple doesn't look like he's going to die because gold is just way too good. The fortify there from the Orisa. They're slowly pushing here. Nice little Bongo trying to push out a punch of damage. Valkyrie used to. Everybody's using ults against Rio.
Doyle just found a 2K.
With one of those late ults, it's a good kills, but what's gonna come from it? Pretty much nothing. It's like Rio just uses ults whenever they want to, or whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, I feel.
However, those two kills might make Geo have to hold back. It's choosing not to. Doesn't look like they respect Rio enough to push back here. As they still are down 2 currently, or they're down 1. They're down their Ana, which is a lot of heals, but. You know, Mercer used to be able to solo heal team, so maybe she could do it again. Reaper getting a little bit too excited there from Ali. You can't do that to ATZ twice in a row and get away with it. Shoots him in his Wraith form. Dragons coming out. Nice pull, Dragons. Love to see it, but it is kept alive from the strong support line of Geo. As Zom gets a pick on it to the Mercy from the side of Rio Redemption. It's a pretty relatively easy fight here. Nano comes onto the Roadhog. He's pretty much unkilled with Fat Man coming, rolling through. As there's a Diva in their backline. Doesn't look like the Roadhog really cares. He's just going to W into their team. He refuses to die. As ATZ does get the pick on to both DPSs throughout this really long fight. But it doesn't look like his team, again, is able to capitalize on it. It's really unfortunate. They do have the Bongo. Use a little early, see if...
I do like this from the side of Pineapple. I actually completely agree with that. You need something to push off.
Yeah, they were able to push.
There we go, and that's a good shield placement. Now he's able to finish off his picks.
A really good play there from Pineapple. They should be able to get these picks. Another good anti leads to Chef's imminent demise, but Storm trades his own life for it. As Rio is slowly but surely pushing this card forward, which is, you know, that's what you need.
Yep.
If they can finish this map, that's all they need. Nice little hook coming out. Dorlek still sitting pretty strong there, pulling to the back line. Nice stick, drops the tanks to both critical HP as they both will get picked off early. As trades do go back and forth, Ohanzo's able to res his Orisa, which is a big res, especially during this fight.
What a shot.
He goes for the res and whips out his pistol like a good Mercy does. And It looks like geometric. I don't know. It's pretty much too on the point right now. ATC is does not care about the Widow and.
Okay, whoa, wait. ATZ is actually crazy. What?
Yeah, dude. I feel bad for ATC right now.
Obviously, like, there are a lot of team mistakes on the side of Rio Redemption, but ATZ is definitely not one of the reasons they're losing this game right now.
Nice little window coming under, evaporates the shield. They do to get another one down though. A little bit early as Zome is gonna get 2 picks there. Dorlek trying to equalize there, killing the Bongo and the Lucio. This is still a winnable fight, Rio. This is your last chance. You gotta make something happen here. As Ali picks a good time to finally kill his Widow counterpart in ATZ. And it looks like that is going to be GG.
To Geometric.
For the side of Geometric getting a pretty decisive 3-0 win there against Rio Redemption.
You guys want Storm, or do you guys want Storm to interview?
Yeah. I'd say Storm.
Or Microwave, or...
I mean, I think they both did well. I think we give it to Storm just because Storm is just. We want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's get Storm in here, man.
Map set.
Yeah,
Because it shows that they won.
I think it was like the score of the actual map. Like that one would have been 3-1.
Hello, Stormy.
Storm.
You better. Oh, he doesn't
You
have
gotta give
the
him
roll.
production
He
roll.
can't talk.
Yeah, they got a production roll so you can talk.
Yeah, we should probably change that.
Wait, he has to have production roll?
Yeah, you can't talk.
That's how I mean too.
There you go. Anyway, Stormy, talk. Why is he
can't-
No,
serving?
he can't.
He was serving me then.
Yeah, if you don't have production, you can't talk in casting booth. Sorry. Oh. I think it's a.
Oh, he can't talk. His roommate's so. So I was like, we're gonna get microwave.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's get microwave. I love you,
Do
Sonny.
you want microwave or on Corbs, or who do you want?
Microwave. Or they want Corbs? Okay, give it to Corbs. Give it to Corbs.
Yeah, give it to Corpse.
Oh, I'm sorry, Storm.
Z-Power, you asked the first question.
Fuck.
Do you want me to?
Oh my god, where is he?
Corbs.
Oh, we're gonna have to give him the production. Yo.
Yo, what's
Corbs,
up?
wow, that was some nice play I saw there. I mean, like, you liked going behind them a lot. I noticed.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a big feeder. I'm proud.
Wow. You know, I'm very used to playing with some feeder main tanks.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. Once you get out of silver, they go down drastically.
Yeah, well, yeah.
and trust
so,
me-
I mean,
And yeah, with Pineapple's main tank play, I can definitely tell he was hard stuck in silver since season 3.
oh, I like that. That's nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say, especially about their off tank?
Yeah, I was about to say, Chef pretty much served me a plate. That's how much he was feeding me. Dorlek was Dorlek, oh my god, he could feed an entire small country.
Oh my.
And the only time ATC hit shots on Widow is when we were memeing on him. And Blitz through. Hard through.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of mistakes made by the side of Rio, but let's talk about you and your team for a second. So,
All right.
I obviously, like, you have that aggressive playstyle as a main Titan. So would you say that your team is generally, and in terms of mentality's sake, like, thinking more aggressively and thinking more,
yeah,
like,
definitely. We always choose to attack first because, like, we are in my opinion, we are a very aggressive team, and so I just thought that being with our support line of Hattori and Storm keeping me alive, shout out to them, and Alianos getting picks after picks, and SDA and Microwave just helping us so much on the team. I just thought that this was a great overall team win. I mean, I did get a couple my shatters blocked because I was playing for the memes. I'll be honest with you. And so, and then Churd, you're an outstanding off tank. Thank you for saving my ass a lot.
Yeah.
Just bleep that out. And so yeah, we just had a lot of fun pretty much towards the end. Obviously, I mean, your main tank going ball is always a great time.
So I do have a question for you. It looked like you guys kind of flipped a switch during Anubis. Is there a moment at all during this game where you're like, okay, we're better than this team, we're gonna win, and then you guys kind of excited a bit?
Oh no, we knew since we first scrimmed them we were better.
What's the initial reaction right now? Getting your first win in League 0 here, right? Where is that Kings Row clocked at 0?
I'd say my reaction right now, since this is my first ever game, and people were predicting for us to go like 3-2, like go to map 5. This is the prove all the haters wrong. I'll let you know we are the best team in Novice Division, without a doubt.
You definitely proved you're a very strong team today. I thought you guys were probably the best team in Novice coming into this game, and yeah, I'm happy you proved me right here.
Oh yeah, no. When I saw the pregame interview thing, it was like all geometric second and 1/3, and I'm like, okay, power rankings don't matter. Let's use that to our advantage. Let's prove them wrong. And so that's
exactly.
I know you, man. The last year Novice, Pepega, Parrots were pretty much rated, and Botburgers were rated as pretty much the two worst teams at the beginning of the season.
We ended the top 2. We ended the top 2. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations on the win. Is there anything, any last words you want to say for doing your thing?
Yeah. I just want to say best of luck to everyone else. And let's keep this going next week.
Yeah, I like that, man. It's gonna be very exciting to see you and your team pop off these next couple weeks.
Perfect. Hey, thanks for taking time to talk with me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Enjoy the win, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the stream, thank you for coming out, watching Week 1, Novice Division, Geometric versus Rio Redemption. Geometric starting out their season the best way you could, a 3-0 victory. We thank you guys for stopping by. Anything else you want to say, Power, before we head out?
Yeah, I mean, like we obviously saw a lot of unconventional play from the side of both teams, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting this season.
All right, anything you want to say, Bob, Ross, Kate, Mama League 0? All right, we're good. All right, everybody, thanks for coming by. There might be other games to watch, but maybe go check those out. See ya.